unable to connect. I mean, we should be good. The knowledge, and basically it's going in on this Deacon Hakar with this thumbnail. As you see it, I put the thumbnail up there for his. Supposedly he's got a live stream set for the 23rd, and he's saying GMS is a black code, and we want little girls, and so on and so forth. Now I've already gone into that whole topic. Unless the spirit wants me to, I probably won't go into it again. Okay, because at this point we're beating a dead horse, and people want to form their own narratives. But I want to reiterate this point that I always make. If when you look at GMS in particular, we're hated by all the rest of Israel. The rest of Israel hates us, and you got to understand something. During the time of Yahushua, the apostles and anybody that was associated with Yahushua were hated. They were hated. They were persecuted. They were unalived. Are you not that Galilean? To where people had to deny it. I think Peter denied it 3 times because of the fear that he had from the backlash from being associated with Yahushua. So, you have to understand that when the scriptures say we are the offscouring of all things, that literally means all things, even amongst Israel. So it's no surprise that we're going to get demonized. It's no surprise that we can't get any credit when we're right about the things that we say. It's no surprise that they're not going to reciprocate these things that we give to them. See, when we see them go against vocab Malone, if they do the right thing, we congratulate them on a win because the truth wins at the end of the day, and we acknowledge this. But see, that doesn't happen. We don't get that same courtesy back from these individuals. Rarely do you hear someone say, yeah, GMS broke that down right. Yeah, GMS did a good job handling this guy vocab. Really what we end up getting is ridicule for telling the truth. The apostle says, hey, vocab Malone wants to keep being a demon. He wants to keep popping up. He wants to keep on, contrary to what the scriptures say, he wants to keep on bothering you instead of dusting the dust off his feet. Call the police on him. And we get ridiculed. We get called punks. We get called, cowards because we don't want to deal with this fathead serpent that stoppeth his ear. Okay, he's like the deaf adder that stoppeth his ear. He don't want to hear nothing. He don't want to acknowledge the truth. He wants to exercise what is it called, intellectual dishonesty. Okay, even if we're correct about something, he will not acknowledge it. He's been on record on video where there was this young lady. She came on there and she said, "Well, look, GMS teaches that the nations will look like the Israelites will look like all nations." And instead of acknowledging that, instead of saying, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's true," he diverts to, "Well, they want to rape little girls." And so, when the apostle said what he said, he was correct to say, "Hey, man, don't deal with this guy." Okay, now if the spirit's on you and you deal with vocab, so be it. But what did we get from the Israelites? We got slander. We got called all different type of negative things. Everything but saying, you know what, they got a point. Everything but saying, let's look at the scriptures and say, you know what, yeah, this is the scriptures say if you enter into a city and they reject you, to dust off your feet. So the point I'm making is that we're going to be demonized by all of Israel, okay, if we're in the right spirit, okay? And so this is something that we have to get through our minds if we don't already understand it. That, hey, not only is the world going to hate us, not only is vocab going to come against us, not only are these false Christians going to come against us, but people like Sakari, IUIC going to come and call us bums. The ISUPK is going to say we're disloyal, so on and so forth, and all of the above. But at the end of the day, does that mean we don't have the truth? If anything, that's more of a proof that we have the truth. You see, I thought I had a thought earlier listening to the brother's video. Okay, and the thought I had was this: if these men were in the right spirit, okay, when we corrected them according to the doctrine, they would love us. Scripture said, "Wise man shall love you if you rebuke him, but a fool shall hate you if you rebuke him." Okay, when these men are showing themselves to be fools because we're rebuking you according to the doctrine, it's nothing personal. We're showing you that you shouldn't wear hats when you're preaching and prophesying. We're showing you that according to the Bible, this is the judgment on rape. According to the Bible, this is the judgment on this. According to the Bible, this is the proper judgment that was executed in the ancient times of the age of marriageable consent, so on and so forth. But what do we receive? Backlash. And it's no wonder that they say that Paul's words are not valid. It's no wonder, okay, that they do these things, because what, Paul said it himself. He said, if I become thine enemy because I speak to you the truth, and that's what you see. The more truth we bring out to these individuals, the more hate we garner from those that are supposed to be of the same faith. For those that are supposed to be Israelites, we get the worst hate. It seems like we get more hate from them than we do from those outside of the truth. Sometimes that's how it feels, right? Or seems, I should say. Not feels, but seems. This is just something I want to kind of touch on, harp on once again. We're the off-scouring of all things. Okay, we're the refuse of the world in the eyes of these people. We're the scum of the earth in the eyes of these people, but in the eyes of Yahushua, as long as we're coming in spirit and in truth, then guess what? We're precious gold. Scriptures tell us that there's going to be people who are going to be confused by the strangeness of our salvation if we be of the elect. Well, I venture to say some of them will be Israelites. They're going to understand that, hey, the chariots are coming, if they haven't denounced the chariots, which a lot of groups have, such as One Body. They don't even say the name no more. And they don't believe in the chariots. But there'll be groups like that'll say, wait a minute, we thought we were the righteous. How is this man getting caught up into heaven? Okay. We thought that they was this and that and molesters and PDF files, but meanwhile, they going up and we staying here to get this destruction. So, like I said, man, we're the off-scouring of all things, and that includes the Hebrew Israelite community. So, hey, don't get down, brothers, just because it can seem like, damn, everybody's against you. Hey, this is a part of it. This is one thing we have to understand. The elect will be hated, even of their nation, because as the scriptures say, if they, what the brother read it in his video, if they have hated you, they have hated me, they will hate you. Okay? He said what? They hated me first. And these was his own people. So if they hate you, guess what? They hated the Messiah. You following in the right stead. You on the right path. Okay? When the world loves you, then there's something wrong. Okay? But when the world hates you, then maybe you're on the right track. So I ain't gonna beat a dead horse, man. Hypothetically, because this is the living word. Okay? But sometimes these topics, man, becomes I don't want to say monotonous. I don't know, I ain't saying that word right. But what does Apostle Gabar like to bring out? Elder Apostle Gabar, he says we go over certain topics ad nauseum. That means you go over something so much it makes you nauseous. Okay, which, hey, we're not nauseous with this word, but you get what I'm saying, right? You should get what I'm saying. It becomes we ain't tired of it, but hey, it's like you guys never gonna learn, and we're gonna just have to keep on correcting you until the Lord shuts our mouths, and then that'll be it. There won't be no more correction, right? So with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to God by Shem Makaki Dastro, willing you were edified. Okay, keep your head up, brothers. Hey, just because they hate you, so what? They hated the Messiah. Count it a blessing to suffer with Yahushua. Hey, shalom.